see the kind of industries that are opening up.
This is Local Biz Now with Joe Vagnone, where your business matters. Local Biz Now.
You have to determine what is working, what isn't working.
Joe Vagnone is a respected business broker, helping individuals buy and sell businesses. Joe has successfully owned and operated many companies in a variety of industries. This is Local Biz Now. Biz Now, because your business matters.
Yeah. You are listening to the #1 live talk business show in North Carolina, coming to you from Burner Cigar Studio, home of the finest premium cigars and cigar smokers in the world. Great people, premium cigars. Life is good at Burner Cigars, located in Birkdale Village and also in Denver on Highway 16. Go on by that. Tell them Joe sent you. Your first cigar is on me. We hope to inspire, inform, and entertain you, because that's what we do here at News Talk WSIC, 105.9 FM, 100.7 FM, 1400 AM. I am Joe Vagnone. This is Local Biz Now, where your business matters. Just in case you don't believe me that this is the #1 live talk business show in North Carolina, let me give you some stats. We've been doing this show over 12 years. We have over 934 people that we have interviewed over the years, small business owners and community leaders over the years. We have over 745 videos on my sexy brand new YouTube channel. Go to Joe Vagnone Business Broker. Again, Joe Vagnone Business Broker. I really would like for you to subscribe. I got 162 subscribers. Don't laugh. We're just getting started with the whole subscriber thing. I didn't even know you could subscribe until I found out about it. I'm going for 200. I want 200 subscribers. My co-host today should easily be able to get me the extra 35, 40 subscribers that I need. That being said, we are live on the book, live on the tubes, live on the chain, live on the X. For those of you that don't know, Joe Talk, that is Facebook, YouTube, X, and LinkedIn, and also any podcast, wherever you're getting your podcasts as well. We are following Facebook Live. So if you go there, want to ask a question, I will be more than happy to try and get that question on the air, as always. Every single month, we have a different co-host. This month is no exception. We have my friend, whether he will admit it or not, James Smith. He is the owner and founder of My Outdoor Joy. We call him the adventure leader. Mr. James, my friend, thank you, sir.
I'm welcome back.
How are you, buddy?
I'm doing well.
Now, let me be clear. I chastise you in my intro because you know I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers on my Joe Vagnone YouTube channel, right?
Yes.
I know you got over 1,000 people listening right now.
Oh.
Go ahead and tell some of them. Come on, tell some of them to subscribe to my. I need 200. I got to get to 200.
You don't have them. By the end of the day, I promise. Put on your underwear and walk around. We'll take video. I guarantee you'll get 200.
Okay.
Won't be good, but you'll get 200.
So the reason why I know I can push you on any kind of what's the word I want to use? Social media, because you're a master at that stuff. Like, you just got it. Your website is phenomenal. Your social media connections and the relationship and the interaction. I mean, you're doing everything that the people I bring on this show say you're supposed to do with that social media. Is it because you really enjoy it that you're that good at it?
Or that I hired somebody who can do it, which is even better. You know? I will.
But it's exceptional. It really is.
I will give the shout out of the decade to B. Watkins, who is my director of marketing. So she is the one doing 90% of it. I'm still trying to turn on the computer.
Right.
But we're getting there. We're getting there.
It really is exceptional. And evidence of that is you have over 1,000 members in your organization. And for those that do not remember, tell them what your membership Outdoor Joy is all about, buddy.
Well, we are an outdoor education and adventure company. At the very core, we actually teach classes on the outdoors, and we focus on beginners, which is probably the biggest differentiator we have. We want people who don't know anything about the outdoors or have limited experience or maybe need a couple of new trips and tricks to come out, teach them something new, let people play. That's our goal, because adults today are stressed out. They don't know what to do. They don't go to the park anymore, so we let them come on out and play. And you can participate in any event we have. You can just be an ad hoc person that comes along and you just pay a fee, or you can be our member. And our members get a ton of discounts. So not only for the events, but they also get in-kind discounts. So if we do a camp out, we provide the tent. They don't even have to buy the tent. And so it just makes sense. And we're cheap.
So walk people through how you got started here, because this was like a love affair and a hobby for you.
Yeah. So this for me is a 30-year endeavor.
Right.
The company was started.
30-year overnight success.
Yes, absolutely. And at the end of the day, someone pushed me into this. As from a background perspective, everyone looks at my LinkedIn profile and they're like, "You're an electrical engineer. What are you doing outside?" And I'm saying I do my favorite things outside. And so we were at an event. I was volunteering again. And when someone said, "You really need to make this into a company," and that's when the light happened. Now, it was dim, right? Like everything else that goes on in my head, it was real dim, but it just kept getting put back in my face. Start the company. And so we did. And our first trip was to Mount Kilimanjaro in 2021, and we had a ball. And that's when I said, yeah, this is something I got to do.
So I want people to go to your website, because it really does define what it is you guys do. I mean, you do kind of break it up into education and also experiences.
Yeah.
Talk about the difference between those.
So here's the thing. On our education series, we're in a classroom. We're not outside. You're not going to run into bears, snakes, cougars, tigers, elephants. We're inside. So we like to talk about the fact that all of these skills that you learn, we start off in a classroom. There are going to be beginners that will absolutely go to a classroom. There will be people who are a little bit more advanced who will say, "Oh my, you're having a camp out. I'm just signing up." So one of the reasons we found that this was a really good mixture is that if you're doing this as an adult for the first time, every fear you have is going to come out.
It does. I'll give you an example. I told you about my one experience with camping with my son years ago, which is a nightmare, right? But my buddy who'd went camping all the time, he was trying to be helpful. Yep. He opens up his trunk and he hands me a coffee maker. James, he assumed I knew how to work the thing.
Correct.
And put it on a fire. And I mean, there's a lot of, I can see where the class, as embarrassing as it would be for me to say, I need a camping class, but I need it. Because I don't know.
Everybody does. This is
Daddy
the genius.
didn't teach me how to camp, because Daddy didn't want to camp any more than I did.
Correct. That's exactly right. Everybody needs a camping trip.
Right.
If your last camping trip, you were 7 years old,
right,
come to the class. Because we're not only going to teach you about camping, we're going to teach you about setup and all the other fun things that happen while we're camping.
Let's take a break. We'll be back.
You got it.
You are listening to Local Biz Now, where your business matters. We'll be right back. You got me. Somehow you got me.
I happen to see you. My peripheral, I was like, okay, that means we got about 10, 12 seconds. We're good. I need to give you the thumbs up when I see you.
And if you see me and he doesn't, you feel free to say, we can talk more about this after the break.
You got
it.
Yes.
This is a countdown, so you know. This is a hard break, so we have to take it. Okay.
That was good, though. That was right on time.
Oh, perfect. Nobody knows I almost lost it.
Right on time.
There you go. We have this down to a science. We've got it down to a science. And feel free. You can always chime in. They didn't tell you that, but you can always chime in.
I'm just being entertained watching
Okay.
y'all.
Yeah. He's entertained.
I'm entertained.
We had somebody come to a class a couple weeks ago, and they were like, "Are there any bison outside?"
Bison.
We're not at Yellowstone. Yeah. We're at McDowell Park. There are no bison.
No.
People have all kinds of questions. Now we've even created an FAQ because they are consistent. Yeah. There are going to be snakes in the tent. No, there are no snakes in the tent. Are you going to see bear? Are you going to see? We've had every question. It is hilarious. And fundamentally, we just started putting them in. Okay, yes. Yeah. Classes are fun, though. I always tell people it's a cookout where you get to sleep over at night. If you take it from that perspective, you're good. And our classes are too good. All right.
Just under a minute.
How about you?
You okay?
I'm okay.
You can leave. You still got time to get out of here.
And she's out of here.
So where do you live at?
I'm in Mooresville.
Okay. Wasn't that much of a drive.
No.
Oh,
Are we ready?
Here we are ready. 10 seconds.
James, are you ready?
I am always ready. Not prepared, but ready.
Yeah. You are listening to the #1 live talk business show. I'm here with my buddy, whether he will admit it or not, James Smith. He is the founder and owner of Outdoor Joy. We call him the adventure leader. Now, James, you've been doing this long enough to know when I say this is Local Biz Now, you should say your business matters.
I'm having a ginseng moment. So I'm going to say your business now.
We got to work on that, James. We got to work on that.
And look, I'm still working on my own company tagline. Without the ginseng in the morning, we're having troubles. But we're okay.
I set you up for that one, didn't I?
Yeah,
I
you
set
did. And the funny thing is, I knew it.
That was as bad as last week when you guys wanted me to do a Yoda thing,
Yes.
and I couldn't do it.
You know, sometimes we just, the ginseng hasn't kicked in for the afternoon. I think that's, we're transitioning to rum at this age, but
Okay,
that's okay.
So again, My Outdoor Joy. Tell everybody how they can go to your website.
MyOutdoorJoy.com. MyOutdoorJoy.com.
So before the break, we were talking about the difference between training and the actual adventures.
Yes.
Walk me through that.
So for every event we have, for the most part, we have a class. It's in a classroom. You don't have to be fearful. You'll be sitting at a desk. There'll be lights.
I can drink a cup of coffee
You can
and
drink
relax.
a cup of coffee. You can have a cigar. You can do all kind of things. We are indoors. So this is the opportunity for people to have questions. For many people, they have a fear of the outdoors. Snakes, mosquitoes, bears, elephants, tigers, leopards, whatever they think is outside, they think it's going to be outside at the camp out. So we get to
James,
answer those questions.
it is out there.
Yeah, but not in North
Okay.
Carolina. Not North Carolina. Not in Charlotte. Not in Mooresville.
Okay.
We're going to be okay.
Lions and tigers and bears.
Yes.
Oh my!
Yeah,
okay.
we have a great time. So we get to answer all the questions, all
Okay.
the fears, because we don't make anybody go camping. We'll say, here's the service. Here's
Right.
the things you can answer.
So they already have in their mind's eye that maybe they need to try it one more time.
Correct. Because what I tell people is our sales time is long. People look at our website, they look at our pictures. It's 6, 8, 10 months before they get the courage to do anything.
I get that.
Yes. And
Because I've
so-
known you for 2 years and I'm still thinking about it.
Correct. That's exactly right. So when someone comes to an event and we've never seen them, they'll say, I've been looking at you online for like 2 years and now I'm coming out. And they find out we are really focused on beginners. Our campouts are not 3 weeks in the wilderness. They're typically one night, sometimes 2 nights. So if you think about it like this, and I'm talking about the campouts, it's really a cookout and you get to sleep over. That's really all it is.
Right.
We have food trucks that come to our campouts. Sometimes we have people that do yoga at our campouts. We just have a good time.
Right.
And so
And that
that's the
really
key.
is where I was going with this. It really is just a group of people that want to get together, and as long as it has something to do with outdoors, they're willing to consider it.
Absolutely right. You know, you're just, and you're going to be close to home. Here's the other thing, the fear that always happens. Where will the cars be? And your cars are probably within 10 yards of wherever you're sleeping. So
now that makes me feel good.
Absolutely. So for the person that says, "Oh my God, I forgot to bring the food," get in your car. There's probably a Harris Teeter 5 minutes away. You know, we're pretty close. You're
That
gonna
makes
be okay.
me feel real comfortable.
Absolutely
right.
right. You're gonna be okay, and that's the camping. But one of the things that we've expanded on in the last year is prepping, early, just emergency prepping. It has become a big deal because we've had gas shortages, baby food,
Toilet paper.
right. Tornadoes, and
Right.
ice in Texas.
Right.
This is now not something that we're thinking about that will ever happen. We know it's going to happen. So making sure people are prepared. So we have prepping classes. One of the biggest thing that we always talk about is everyone will say, "I have a generator." Well, it's the $500 generator they got from one of the big box stores. And what people don't realize, those generators cannot work with today's electronics. You plug your TV, your phone, anything like that into a generator, you will not have your phone or TV.
And what they also don't know is I can't get mine to turn on.
Correct.
I pull on that thing and pull on it. I can't get the thing to start.
Yes, and they have gotten more dangerous over time. You know, one of the things that the fire department's going to be bringing out, I think they have a PSA coming out, is you need to make sure that thing is at least 20 feet from your house because the new generators generate a ton of carbon monoxide, and it is deadly. So oftentimes people put them right outside the window. They open the window. The house actually acts as an intake for the carbon monoxide, the dioxide as well, coming into the house. So it is something that we're teaching people about, and it's scary because people don't know. And every time we have a blackout, it has a problem.
It kind of reminds me, years ago, I wanted my wife to become Catholic, right, before we get married, so I made her go to all the Catholic stuff. And of course, I'm a cradled Catholic. By the time she was done learning, she knew a whole lot more than
Absolutely.
me.
Yeah.
So your people are going to be much better campers than they're...
Absolutely right. You know, the skills they're learning, they're transferable. I mean, that's the fun part of it. You know, anybody that camps out will do a camp out. No one's ever worried about a blackout at their house.
So I'm looking at your website, and we talked about this last week, and you got this thing you call this sort of walk and learn. What is that all about? That's kind of an interesting concept.
Yeah, in the next few weeks, one of the things that we're going to start with is we have lined up people that are going to do walks on the Greenway that are various people in the community. We've got people from big nonprofits. We've got one of the hospital executives. We've got a county commissioner. And we're going to do these 45-minute walks where people can submit questions. And literally, during our 45-minute walk, they can actually have these questions answered by the appropriate person. And so this is going to be a great event. And I think for us, it's connecting community with people who help run the community.
So I got a question here from somebody. They're asking if Helen has impacted your activities and or is still impacting you in any ways.
Not anymore. So one of the things that actually happened with the tornado, one of the things that was unique about our company is outside of the military, there's very few places that you can go and say, I need 10 or 15 experienced backpackers. So one of the things we did is we actually were backpacking in water filters, having conversations about hygiene because there's no sanitation. And it was a really interesting time because we canceled a lot of classes to actually provide support. And that was
the next question I asked. Do you do volunteer activities and outdoor stuff? Because it sounds like a volunteer outdoor activity may kind of work for a lot of people.
Yeah. So for us, we're a for-profit. This is something that's very different in the outdoor world.
Sure.
But sometimes community needs overrides profit. So by canceling the class, having people that are organized that can go up and backpack, water filters, this was critical at the time because people don't realize there was no fresh water. And if you don't know how to filter, you don't know how to purify, this becomes a big issue. If you don't know how to go to the bathroom, and I know this is week number 2 where the bathroom comes into play.
Every time I talk to you,
It
talk
comes
about
into
the
play.
bathroom.
But this was a big thing because without sanitation and with the floodwaters, people were using the waterways, and that became a big issue. So teaching these skills really worked out. It was one of the things we did last year, which was really heartfelt. But these are skills we realize have to be taught.
So, there's a whole bunch of Joes out there that have been listening and know you for years, but they just can't seem to get started. How would you recommend they get started?
Come to a class. Let's start there. One of the things that we're doing that's also unique to us is we're now doing private classes. So we've done something for a family reunion. We've done things for the state of South Carolina as well. We're moving into this phase where if you have 8 or more people, we'll do something specifically for you.
Don't tell me. It's actually business. You're actually going to make some money and do business. Don't tell me that, Chance.
Yeah, I know. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. I realized the bill's coming. I got to pay the bill. I'm ashamed of myself. But yeah, it's something that for us, you can just call us. So if you're a person that says, I got a couple of friends, we want to learn how to do something, call us. We can actually do a class for you. Or just come out to any one of our events because we are family friendly. We tell people all the time, bring your family with you. Bring some friends with you.
And I could see this as a great team building exercise for small corporations and that sort of stuff, where you could have the class, teach them, and then they can get together for a painful night out in the tent.
Yes. Yes.
No, seriously, I can see it as a great team building exercise.
Yeah, it is. So we actually are going to be renting Copperhead Island, which is actually an island that's not very far. It's actually in Mecklenburg County. And we've had people talk to us about having events overnight, bringing a pontoon boat. So we've got the ability to do a lot of things. And so for us, again, we keep focusing on camping, and I don't want to make people fearful, but yeah, camping is a baseline for a lot of skills. But yeah, people can do it. People, one of the things we talked about, and I think I'm going to make sure I mention this, people assume camping means I'm Bear Grylls, I'm sleeping on the ground. No. If you ever looked at my tent, I have a queen size mattress. If it's cold, I have a heater. I bring pillows and sheets from home. We're teaching people what camping is about versus what they perceive.
Got it. And tell them how they can get your newsletter, because I think that's a great place to start.
So again, myoutdoorjoy.com. You can go there. We have a pop-up. It comes up in about 8 seconds, or you can scroll down to the bottom. And so you can sign up for that. Or we're also on Instagram and Facebook, myoutdoorjoy.com.
Let's take a break and we'll be back.
Got it.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Now, you're going to say your business matters. Now, here's how it goes. You are listening to Local Biz Now, the #1 live talk business show where
your business matters.
Yeah, but next time you got to put a little bit more attitude into it.
Business matters. we're in Charlotte. We used to have Hornets.
That is James Smith, owner and founder of My Outdoor Joy. I'm picking on him. We'll see you in a minute.
All right.
Really? I'm gonna sit here?
Yep. Oh, yeah, we weren't joking. We're serious.
We're not
Now
kidding.
you get the solo shot.
Julie is upset that she's saying the screen is not straight. The one on the wall, she said. So she's saying that is not straight. That looks straight to me. Looks straight to me, don't it? She's saying it's not straight.
Make is she home alone?
Oh, it does look crooked from that. Oh, I got you.
It looks
Okay.
perfect on the.
Okay, I
money
talked.
shot.
Right. Okay. That's right. Julie, it is the angle. It is not. She's questioning your skill sets, JoJo. That's what she's doing. She's questioning you. She's always keeping an eye on you. You understand that, don't you? She's always watching you. Julie been with me 10 years. Everybody needs a Julie.
Julie's great. She's so sweet. I've only emailed with her, but
Go down a little bit. There you go.
Julie got your website online?
Beautiful thing. We're gonna be in Mooresville next week. Yeah, I'm good. Oh yeah, I didn't. I should realize you weren't. Should realize you weren't talking to me.
yeah.
My wife is watching the show.
Scuba diving, Mooresville, Lake Norman Scuba. We're right down the street.
I don't know which one I hate more.
4 feet of
Getting
water.
in a tent or getting underneath the water where I ain't got no air.
You got plenty of air.
I don't.
Plenty.
Neither one of the.
4 feet of water. You're good.
Why don't you guys out there excursion like let's see who can eat the most cheesecake or something like that?
Because I don't need to gain any more weight.
My wife would love for me to come join y'all and all that. You know that.
So, given last week, maybe I think we'll do something at Baskin Robbins and have an ice cream tournament or something.
Oh, no, not Baskin Robbins, but the other place. What was that woman? JoJo
Myers.
Where'd that other woman come from? The ice cream woman. Ben and Jerry.
Ben and Jerry's, thank you.
Ben and Jerry, that's it. That's
man,
it.
I hope
I
that.
literally see the store where it is.
Absolutely.
What's the name of it?
And cannot think of it. Yeah, Ben and Jerry's. That may be, once she said we could go mobile with the ice cream, I'm thinking an ice cream eating contest at the next one.
Live on show.
Yes.
You want to join in on that?
No.
I think that's going to be fun. I think the ice cream is maybe in September when we have all the other people out there.
Okay, we got another subscriber, Julie says, on YouTube.
I told you. I'm good for
We're
one.
163 now. We're on
I'm
our way to
good-
200.
I'm good for
We're
one.
on our way to 200.
Good for one.
I'm good for one.
I don't think my wife is subscribed. we gotta get her to subscribe. Okay.
I'm telling you, you got to do what women do to get subscribers. Just put no clothes on.
Oh, Lord.
They always get subscribed. There's a reason. Explain to him. There's a reason why they have like 18,000 viewers a second.
Sheriff's thinking about broadcasting on
Yeah, I'm telling you.
On what?
Oh my goodness, they doesn't know what it is. So
mind, man. Don't worry.
we'll keep this for an offline discussion.
I didn't know what that is.
I know, and that's why we'll
This
do it
is going in the
offline.
basement quick.
He's thinking about it.
It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. We'll tell you about it a little later. Because remember when the guy did something on Backdoor? He put an ad up on Backdoor a couple. Yeah, I don't know. You old enough to remember Backdoor? The guy put an ad up on Backdoor. Backpage, sorry. Backpage. I'm sorry, that's a Backdoor.
Christine, you could
Backdoor.
leave here. I wouldn't be upset at all if you
Yeah.
put up with these guys.
Oh, but you know what it is, which is even funnier. So no grimace.
Oh, Lord, this is taking a hard left.
Let's do this thing.
Oh, my
I don't know what
stars.
y'all talking about. You are listening to the #1 live talk business show in North Carolina. I am Joe Vagnone. This is Local Biz Now, where we hope to inspire, inform, and entertain you, because that's what we do here at Local Biz Now, where your business matters. I'm here with my co-host for the entire month, James Smith. He is the owner and founder of Outdoor Joy. We call him Adventure Leader. And our newest guest, Christine Phillips. She is the owner of Soul Wellness Inc. in Mooresville, North Carolina, a holistic center of Lake Norman. Christina, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Am I saying your first name correctly?
It's Kristen.
Kristen, I'm sorry. You know, I don't know what's worth, my writing or my reading, so thank you so much for that, Kristen. I appreciate that. So I asked you when we first came in, where did we meet? And we haven't. So, so that's rare, you understand. Normally, to get in that seat, I have to know you from someplace, and you snuck in the back door.
We know mutual people.
And I know why you're here, actually, because I went to your website, and you know, it's not easy to surprise me. And when I saw your website and your business model, it really was unique. It's not something I have seen before. Talk a little bit about what Soul Wellness is all about.
It's a co-working space for anything holistic, medical, therapeutic. We do have a little bit of beauty in there, but I kind of designed it where anybody can practice there that needs a space. So I've got monthly spaces available, and then I've got furnished daily spaces available.
So do you see yourself as sort of this landlord, or you see yourself providing holistic self-help or care in general?
It's really twofold, because I am kind of the landlord and I am looking for tenants and filling spaces. But at the end of the day, my vision is to have a holistic center where people have alternatives to their health care.
So I see this the same way I see those, I can't think of the names of them right now, whether it's healthcare places where there's maybe 30 different hairstylists in one space, right?
Yes.
And they each are independent in what they do.
That's
in the
what
clients.
I designed it after.
Okay. That's kind of how
I didn't want to do hair and
no,
all
I
of
got
that.
it. I got it. But in your case, you're sort of open to any concept, whether it's therapy, whether it's
Right.
James, what is that where they poke you with
Acupuncture. We have that.
Right. So talk a little bit about how this came about, right? Like this is unique investment here. I mean, it had to require some sleepless nights because it's so unique.
It definitely required a lot of thought, but I did kind of model it after Soul Salon, where
that's the word I was trying to thank you.
That's where I was getting my hair cut.
Right,
and I thought, I love this business concept, but I don't want to have a salon. So I started really thinking about it, and I love any kind of holistic modality. And it just came together from there. I started interviewing every holistic provider that I could find as to what would the perfect center look like to you? What would the perfect office space? And they started just telling me what they would need to really be able to thrive, and so I built it.
And not only is it what they need, but it's sort of whenever they need it, right?
It's whenever they need it. They've got 24/7 access. I do month-to-month leases, so there's no stress. There's no pressure. You can come in, try it out. And most of my tenants have stayed for years because they're happy there. And they have each other, too, to refer to. So there's that camaraderie as well.
Okay, so I must be getting old or outdated because you said you've been doing this for a couple of years now?
Well, we opened January of 21.
Okay, because I did not know this existed.
Yeah.
Because you understand, I get a lot of people that ask me, where can they do business out of? Can they rent some space?
Well, now you know.
That's right. You're exactly right. And or they just need a meeting place.
Yes.
And so if I understand the concept, you're offering all of these, the very things I hear people are asking for.
Yes.
You really did seem to sort of niche out, and you're trying to keep it inside of this holistic concept. But a business guy that wants a relaxing place to have a meeting, you'll take that too.
Well, I'm open to it, but I'm very open to renting our classroom space for sales meetings and conferences like that. People love that because we're next door to a coffee shop, and on the other side of us, we have restaurants. They don't even have to move their car to have an all-day sales meeting. So it's very convenient.
Very interesting.
You know, I've got a question.
I'm still, you're not Okay, open up. Open up to me. How did you decide to do this? Because you just don't wake up on a Tuesday and come up with this one. So walk me through that.
Well,
it's kind of like the aha moment. When did the aha moment come?
I had wanted my own business for a very long time. Just didn't know what it was. I knew I would be helping people in some way. I thought it might have something to do with wellness in some way. So I got certified as a personal trainer, health coach, life coach. Nothing was really sparking my fire. So I just started listening. And my best friend manages a spa across from Mooresville, across town. And she said, hey, you know, we have so many people come in here and look for space to rent. And then it just went boom. I was like, I love the concept of solo salon. I love holistic modalities. People are looking for a place to rent. And then it just started expanding from there. The classrooms and then the daily spaces, all of this started to come together as I talked to holistic providers in the area.
Right.
Yeah.
How big is the space?
It's 7,600 square feet. I did not think it was going to be that big.
That's like a warehouse.
It's huge.
It really is a big
we have
space.
30 suites and 2 classrooms. So it's a lot bigger than I had first imagined.
And where is it exactly at?
It's in downtown Mooresville, the old Merino Mill.
Okay.
So do you remember?
Yes.
It used to be a huge furniture store. Everybody
Yes.
got their furniture there. And the mill was closed for a long time, and they started to refurbish it. And now there's all businesses along that whole mill area.
That's a great
beautiful.
location.
We get a lot of walk-by traffic. It is really a good area.
Mike still own the building?
Yep.
Okay, got it. I remember when he first started working on that building, he took me inside his car. Now, this was a Lexus, regular size car, in the building, right? And we're driving 35 miles an hour through the middle of the
I can
building
see him doing that.
as he was describing to me, I'm going to build the largest furniture store on the planet, right?
Yeah.
And literally, it was like 4 minutes, where we're driving through his building.
Yes.
It really was a bit.
Yes.
He is a very unique guy, and I now know why you got 7,000 square feet, because he's the kind of guy that says, build it for what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
he's just that kind of guy.
It started out smaller,
That's
and
right.
then they started negotiating, and
Yep.
they said, "Come on, take an extra 2,500
right.
square feet." And I said, "All right, then what are you going to do?
That's right.
You're gonna give me a good deal?
Right.
Yep, we'll do it. All right, then let's go."
Because he is that way, and
Yeah.
I guarantee he helped you, because if not, you would have been looking for a way to actually succeed, because you need more space, and now it's already there.
Yeah.
Bravo for him and for you for that one. That's
It
really
turned
unique.
out beautiful. The space was so sad when I found it, because it was dark and it was dreary and nothing had been there for a while. The furniture store had been long gone.
Right.
And I could see it in my mind. I knew, like, this is going to be amazing.
So did you have any connections with therapy and massage and what's the thing again with you poking yourself? Poking?
Acupuncture.
Acupuncture, yeah. Did you have any connection with any of that up until now?
Only from doing it myself, only from going and seeking out those services myself. So, yeah.
What I like about, Joe's waving his hands. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the actual services that are in the building.
Sounds good.
You are listening to Local Biz Now. I'm not going to do it.
Your business now.
Yeah, you need a little bit more attitude.
I'm getting there.
One more time.
Your business now.
Joe, we got to work on this. We'll be right back.
We'll get there one day.
Yesterday. He's such a neat guy, you understand.
He's different.
And I asked him, man, why did you buy this old warehouse? He said, well, I was the largest owner of beef in the world. And then the mad cow disease happened. He said, I lost more money than most people will ever see in a lifetime. Wow. I mean, he was serious. Like
He's got his hands in
but
everything.
But it was this positive attitude, so I got to start over again, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just you know how some people you meet, you just like, you're attracted to them, and he's that kind of a guy.
Yeah. If you haven't been to the mill, you're going to be surprised.
It's been a while.
Because I think I was the first business on the front side, and then boom, 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 here they came. and it's busy now. It's really busy now.
And they're redoing the baseball park across the street as
Yeah.
well, right?
Yeah.
Ray.
Yeah. And there's a new restaurant. Michael's opened up a new restaurant, Picasso's. So
I need to go buy. It's been a while. It's been a while. I remember
John, I need you to
going to the furniture store and couldn't get through it in a day. I mean,
yeah.
and questioned, how is this going to work?
Yeah.
How are you going to sell enough furniture to?
That place was huge.
It really was.
That furniture store, I bought furniture there. It was really the only place to go.
Get people that do massages and things like that. There.
All kinds of massage.
I know Reiki's becoming important.
Yeah.
Okay, now, James, pay attention. You're going to say, when I cue you, your business matters. And you're going to say,
I can't say now. I'm like, okay, I always mess it up.
your business matters. And it got to have attitude.
Business.
Business. You can say business if you want to.
Hey, see? He doesn't hear himself.
You know, now I see why nobody likes either one of you guys and y'all got no friends.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
We bring the rating. We bring them.
Well, you did bring me one subscriber, I can tell you.
Hey, it's probably a relative. That's why I keep hearing your phone.
Seconds.
Yeah.
Mine's on, I don't vibrate. Mine doesn't vibrate.
10.
It's over here.
Wow.
Vibrate.
It'll be all
Over
right.
here.
What's wrong?
Something's vibrating.
Those cheap lights you bought.
3, 2, 1.
You are listening to the #1 live talk business show in North Carolina. I am Joe Bagnone. This is Local Biz Now, where your business matters. I'm here with James Smith. He is the owner and founder of Outdoor Joy. We call him the adventure leader. And I'm talking with Kristen. I messed that up again,
Yes, you
didn't I?
did.
Why you gotta make fun of me, James?
Because you took my line.
Did I?
Your business matters.
Okay, all right. Okay. Kristen Phillips. Did I get the first name right again? I messed it up again.
Kristen.
Kristen.
You got it.
Am I saying that right?
Yes, you are
For
now.
some reason, I can't read it right. Kristen.
Kristen.
Kristen. Kristen.
T-I-N.
T-E-N.
Oh, close enough.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's tricky. It's a tricky first name. Kristen.
You got it.
I got it. Kristen Phillips, the owner of Soul Wellness Inc. in Mooresville. Holistic Center of Lake Norman, and it is in the big old furniture building. Yeah. And you've been there about 2 years.
Coming up on 5.
Fine. So that's probably why I haven't seen it, because I haven't been in that building in a while.
Got to come down there. You're going to be surprised.
Yeah. So what did you do before you decided to take this great big calculated risk and open this up?
It was all sales and marketing in corporate America. Ugh.
Boring stuff,
Oh
you
my
say.
gosh. I did pharmaceutical sales for about 10 years though, and that really kind of opened my eyes to more leaning on holistic.
Well, that
things.
but that's kind of where you get a little calculated risk too.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell. Okay, because I could see it in your eyes. I mean, you've got this subdued entrepreneur look, like, you know, I'm going to do it, but you seem to be able to calculate it out.
Yeah.
I'm curious, how did you do that? Who did you look for? Because now you're trying to create this concept, right?
Right.
That doesn't exist. Walk me through your thought process on that, because if you don't really know how much to rent a space for, if you're not
Right.
quite sure what they're looking for, this gets harder. Like, most people are wondering right now, Joe, why are you saying it's such a calculated risk? It's because I haven't seen it before. So it really is, what you did is much riskier than somebody might understand or not understand.
You know, it was a lot of spreadsheet work. There was a lot of spreadsheets involved in calculating, and
How close were you? from the reality to what you thought you were going to do?
Oh man, I thought that I was going to have a waiting list by October. I opened in January of 21. I thought I'll have a waiting list by October. I've never been completely full.
Right.
Coming up on 5 years, I've been very, very close. But it goes up and down, and because I do month-to-month leasing, there's that. I can lose people in a second, just like I can gain people in a second. So,
Right.
But I have like all entrepreneurs in my family. Everybody owns their own business.
Got
I have great mentors.
So that's what I see in your eyes.
Yeah.
You'll figure it out.
I'm a builder, and I've got really smart people around me.
Right. So kind of walk me through the makeup of the people in the building now.
So we've got a wide variety of practitioners there. There's a lot of massage therapy, and they're all very different. Some do neuromuscular, some do medical massage. There's craniosacral, there's lymphatic drainage, there's structural integration. So there's all kinds of different types of body work there. We have a doctor of ancient Chinese medicine that does acupuncture, which is amazing.
I want to do that, Jay. I want someone to be poking me.
Yeah.
I want to try that one day.
What's it?
It's good.
I just want to take pictures.
It's good stuff. There's mental health, there's energy healing, nutrition.
I definitely see this as therapists. I get a lot of therapists that need these places to work out
We
of.
love having counselors in the house.
Yeah.
Love it.
That surprises me that you don't have a lot of those.
Yeah.
Because for them, this really, and the space that you have for group settings and that sort of stuff,
Yeah.
it really does seem like it's a nice fit. Is there something you did that you say, I missed on that? That room's not renting like I thought it would, or the need for that isn't as much as I thought. Is there something that misses?
I feel like I'm still growing and still spreading the word. I don't feel like there's been so much of a miss. I'm waiting for it to fill up, and that way I can go maybe do it again somewhere, because I feel like there's such a need for this. COVID really opened people's eyes to alternative measures and different routes with their health. And so even though COVID was a horrible timing to open a business, it was also a time where people were seeking out different services too. So no, I don't think there's really been a miss, not yet.
Okay. So let everybody know listening how they can reach you if they're interested in either going to some of the services and or renting some space.
So everything is on the website, www.soulwellness.net. You can fill out a contact form, and the email is on there as well, info@soulwellness.net. But definitely reach out if you're interested in touring the space and you need a space. We have furnished daily spaces, and then, of course, the monthly rooms that you can furnish yourself.
So I'm on your website, and it's got an event section here. So explain this to me. Are these events you're putting on, or these events that tenants are putting on?
These are events that anybody in the community are putting on at the center. So some of them are tenants, some of them are just local people having classes there. There's continuing education classes.
James, one of them is Sleep Chicks.
Yeah, so she's coming. She's a sleep expert, and she's coming to do a little open house meet and greet. I think she's going to start practicing at the center, so that's going to be fun.
Sacred Circle, am I reading that?
Sacred Circles. That's a fellowship. So a couple times a month on Sunday mornings they meet. It's sort of an alternative church service type fellowship meeting.
Okay. The yoga class, I get that one.
Yeah, yoga classes.
What else we got?
Free wine.
What is this? Gig going, flowing. How you say
So that's Qigong.
What?
I would love to hear you try to say that
Oh,
again.
that's a cue. Qigong?
Qigong.
Martial arts form, if I'm right.
Yeah, it's
Qigong.
energy flow.
What is it, James?
It's a martial art form.
Why are you acting like you know all about it?
Because reading is fundamental with me. It's not necessarily a priority, but it's fundamental.
You noticed the way she saw that word and waited for me to try before she used
absolutely.
It
She
was
reminded me of my
beautiful.
wife. Oh, this will be good. Let me see how he does this
I
one.
came in to save you. Did you notice I came in to save you?
Okay.
I came in to save you.
Yeah, I don't feel like I was saved on that one.
I saved you. I was like, hey, it's a martial arts form.
Okay.
You didn't even have to say the word.
Jingong. Am I saying that? Jigong?
Qigong.
You're close enough.
Jigong. Flow.
Flow.
Okay.
Give him some Ben
Interesting.
and Jerry's. He'll be fine.
Mama and Me.
So
What's
that's
that
a
about?
that's a continuing education course for massage therapists, and she teaches prenatal and postpartum body work.
So, James,
I'll take my
she
clothes
might
off and
have
go
some
get
space
massaged.
for you whenever y'all need some.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
I'm always available to come up and play.
Yeah.
And you wonder why Julie put you two together.
I know. Our classrooms are open to any business, so not just wellness. Our classrooms are open to anybody that needs a space.
So I could see one of James
Absolutely. I can do
on
it.
there right now. How not to kill yourself in the middle of a.
We're wellness. Look at the lady got lost for 27 days. That's wellness all day long.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. I mean, there must be, I don't know, 30 or 40 events. I mean,
Yeah. There's a lot going on.
yeah. Interesting. Okay. So walk me through kind of who's there now, what your makeup is now.
So, like I said, the body work, massage therapy, acupuncture, nutrition. We've got functional medicine, integrative dietitian. There's a little bit of everything. Energy healing. So you can really you can find anything if you need help, if you're stuck, if your body hurts, any direction you can go there.
That's really interesting.
But I love having counselors in the house. You were talking about that earlier.
It's one of the things that I get a lot of as therapists coming to me, and they're always looking, they need a place to have
Yeah.
this meeting, right? And the fact that it can be month to month, because sometimes they've got clients in the area and sometimes they don't, and so it just kind of works. So I think it seems like a wonderful idea. Your concept was a smaller version in my mind's eye 5 or 6 years ago. So that's what it intrigues me about it. I really think you're onto something.
Oh, well, thanks. I hope to replicate it.
Right. I can see. I
really
really can't
do.
see that.
Yeah.
And the challenge you have is that it really is a bunch of independent, fragmented businesses.
Yes.
That's the challenge.
Yes, it is. The bonus is that they have me there. I have a lot of business experience, and so I find myself doing a lot of business coaching, especially with the newer businesses that are
Right.
just starting out. The people that are already established, maybe they're downsizing and they want to come into the space in that regard. That's a great setup too. But the people that are new, that are kind of, it's scary jumping out there in the ocean, and I've done it. So it's nice to be able to help people.
And one more time, if they wanted to reach you, how can they reach you?
www.soulwellness.net or info@soulwellness.net.
Soulwellness.net. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
You are listening to Local Biz Now. I am Joe Vagnone, where...
Your business matters.
Oh, that was kind of nice.
That was good, wasn't it?
That was.
I practiced that.
That was nice.
It's in my head. I'm surprised it came out my mouth.
Go on by and see Kristen. I get that?
Got it.
You're good.
It's that T in the middle that messes me up. Kristen at Soul Wellness. It really is just a phenomenal concept. Go on by and see her. What I also like, James, the last thing that she said, which was that she's going to give business coaching and advice along with the space. That's rare.
It is. It's a good thing.
You are listening to Local Biz Now, where, say it.
Your business matters.
Yeah.
I got it right.
We'll see you next week.